Terry Bosak here. Sunday, July 29th. I'll tell you what, you go from one extreme to the next with this stuff. I'm not going to post very long. Tell you what, there's points it just takes everything out. You're just so weak. It was different when I had type 1. The weakness was with my leg, but that was about it. Now it's just it's everywhere. Not to mention the disc in my back and my neck and tear my rotator cuff of my arm and all the crap the elites get, but screw people like me. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I'm ready to go. I'm not afraid to die. The only thing I'm afraid of is missing my wife, my kids. No, at least half of them. The other half don't seem to miss me too much. But you want a disease that challenges every fiber of your being? Get RSD, Crips, and let's see how far you get with it. Usually the mortality point for most people on RSD is 5 years. They'll tell you different, but for a lot of people, they don't realize that, yeah, you're in pain. It's a little bit different than what it was when you first got it, but it's still the same, but it's different. I don't know what happens. It's kind of like now. It's the same, but it's different. It's a transitional thing, but it's transitional. That's all it is. Going from one thing to another. I mean, in its own way, RS is MS. I mean, it's a demyelinating disease. It takes all the insulating right off your wiring, along with a car run without any insulation on its wiring. Not very long. So, Chris is just the highlight of it. I got these signals like the other day, boy, and I was getting today. I hope that was a seizure I was able to stay awake to, because that sure was wild. It's one thing I've learned about pain. Either drugs you closer to God, or you know yourself, or you end up hating everything. You know? Yeah, Heavenly Father didn't do this to me. It's a chance I took of coming to this earth and partaking of life. I mean, it doesn't make it any easier, but it still hurts. My neck's getting all stiff again, and I'm just getting tired of stuff. So you think it goes through and goes through a cycle and it ends, and it doesn't. It's redundant. It keeps going on and on and on and on. So if any of you doctors out there wonder why I'm such a prick about being under-medicated, all I ever asked for was 60 milligrams, which is way under-medicated for what I am. And you pull this crap on me. You know, all you do is make me sit in a chair for 4 months and writhe in pain, and even worse. I keep forgetting you guys don't give a shit. All you care about is your money. I really haven't met a doctor in a long time that really does care about anybody. Maybe there's some out there, but I gotta think about that for a second. Thought Jack was a pretty good guy, but he ended up putting defective parts in my wife's back. Inferior parts. Yeah, I get this. I don't know if any of you ever heard about the spinal tap conspiracy that's been going over in California. I know California's going to break because there's a $500 million medical industry conspiracy that's going on over there. People have been making inferior parts and putting them in people like my wife. You know, these morons seem to have never heard of the word porosity. You know, seem to know about density or quality or specification. They just think that they could have just drawn it up on a piece of paper for all I know and put it in there. Well, I'm sure they got it close, but from what I've seen, it can be a pretty exact science if you get the right doctor doing it. But I wouldn't know. I got 3 discs in my back that need to be done. I'm sure I ain't gonna get them fused. Heck, I can't even get a doctor to numb the what are they called? The facets. I can't even get a doctor to numb the facets in my back. There's this stupid crap that's been going on with this place I was going to. They kept playing. They wanted me to go do brain games. Can you believe that? I kept asking for months. I need my back. Need some injections. You're giving me a lot of pain here. As far as I know, they could have been the ones that caused this pain to set off worse than what it did because of the under-medicating. Yeah, I don't know what to say else because these people just make me sick. And I don't get it. Someday they're going to go through some type of pain. I'm going to get a little taste of it. Just a little bit. Just maybe a small smidgen. And for them, they're going to be whining and crying and everything else. And to some people on the internet, if they see these tapes, they're going to think I'm whining and crying like everybody else. But, you know, first time I've ever done these. So get over it. If you don't like it, don't watch it. Simple solution. All I know is this pain shooting down the back of my buttocks is just getting old. Not down the sides, but down the back. The only good doctor is an old doctor. That's what I've learned. One doctor I've learned in my life that a couple good doctors. Christopher Joe was a good doctor, and Martin Blazina from the Blazina Institute. Yeah. My voice sounds weird and I'm sounding like I'm drunk. I'm not. That's what this crap does, yeah. After I had a lateral release into my knee, came in because Dr. Joe referred me over for a second opinion to Dr. Blazina. And he looked right in the room and said, "You had this done, didn't you?" And I said, "Yes, sir, I sure did." And he goes, And these are the problems you're having, blah, blah, blah. And read on around a little everything I was having problems with. Yeah, the only problem was he didn't recommend a whole lot to be done with that, except for a knee replacement, of course. And from when I read up on RSD at the time, they didn't, no surgery. Surgery inflames it. As a matter of fact, I know for a fact it does because it's happened to me several times. I had this sympathectomy. They can inject you now. I found out they can use ketamine on you to stop the spread of the drug when they anesthetize you. So if that doesn't tell you it's a virus, I don't know what does. So that's what it is. This disease is just the nastiest thing I've ever seen in my life. And I stayed home, raised 4 kids too, and I don't care what any man says, that's a lot of work. So, it is what it is. Pain sucks. Talk to you later.